Well, it's a rumor no more. Ladies and gentlemen, LEGO and Disney will indeed be celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Disney with a brand new minifigure wave this May. Now, this has been rumored for a little while. Now we've got much more concrete evidence of A, it is happening, and B, we actually know the entire lineup. So prepare yourself to be blown away because there are some really cool character choices for this particular release. Now, for those that don't know, this is not a brand new product idea because LEGO and Disney have done this before. In fact, twice. There have been two different LEGO Disney series, and they were all relatively well received, with a few exceptions. But for the most part, both waves were well received. Now, since that point, it has become kind of standard fare for minifigure waves to be about 12 characters deep. So we kind of expected that to be the case with this particular wave. However, I have some good news. This will actually be 18 minifigures, just like Wave 1 and Wave 2. So Wave 3 is going to follow suit with 18 characters instead of just the typical 12. So prepare your wallets, I suppose. Now, with that in mind, let's dive on into the actual character list. So let's kick the list off with Oswald the Funny Hare. And this was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, we saw that they were going to be releasing a brickhead featuring this character, so I think that a lot of people will love the fact that this one is actually getting a minifigure release as well. And in addition to that, I think that honestly, there's probably quite a few Epic Mickey fans, the video game series, who will probably be adding this one to their collection just because of that game. Next up, let's celebrate The Princess and the Frog. The titular character of that movie will indeed be appearing in this minifigure wave, as Princess Tiana is going to be getting her LEGO minifigure entry in series number 3 here. And she will actually come along with a 2x3 printed tile, which at first I thought, okay, well, maybe they'll print the frog onto a tile and kind of try to go on ahead and pretend that that's the part of the frog in The Princess and the Frog, but a 2x3 tile will look very awkward. If it was like a 1x3 tile, I could actually kind of see that working as sort of the representation of the frog. But as of right now, I'm actually very curious to see what her accessory ends up being. But in addition to her, we will also be getting Dr. Facilier, who will be coming along with his walking stick, or that cane with the purple gem thing on top. And in addition to that, he will also come along with a 1x2 tile. So who knows, maybe he's the one that comes along with an actual printed frog, quote unquote, piece as part of this tile. For the next one, we're going to celebrate Pinocchio, which I feel like is something that has been happening over the last little while quite a bit. I feel like we've gotten so many Pinocchio movies lately. Regardless, he will be making an appearance in this minifigure wave, and he will come along with the fishbowl, and it will actually be a printed piece. So I think that that's really cool to see. And in addition to that, another iconic character from the Pinocchio animated film is, of course, Jiminy Cricket, and he will come along with his umbrella accessory as well. So pretty good lineup there for all you Pinocchio fans. Coco fans, rejoice. And I honestly think that Coco might end up being the two best minifigures in this wave because they sound incredible. So first and foremost, you have Ernesto de la Cruz with the guitar, which is awesome. So that means that we're hopefully going to get some incredible print work for this minifig. I am so excited to see what this one actually looks like. And of course, the guitar accessory is awesome to hear that it will be included. But then the more exciting one, in my opinion, is of course the star of the show, Miguel, who will probably obviously not have as much complexity to his print work, because I'm assuming they're going to go with a more simplified look for the character, but he will also include his guitar, and he's going to go on ahead and come along with Dante the dog, which should be incredible. So that is a lot of stuff that will be included with that particular minifigure in this one set. And for the final movie that we'll be getting two minifigures in this wave, that will be Robin Hood, and we will indeed be getting, of course, the star of the show, Robin Hood himself with a bow and arrow. Makes perfect sense. And the other minifig that was chosen from Robin Hood is actually going to be Prince John with a bag, which I think is going to be awesome. I think it's a really cool and iconic design, so I can't wait to see it done up in LEGO form. But that is obviously not all. There's a lot of single releases from a bunch of different movies next. So we have Princess Aurora, who will come along with an owl, makes sense. Now, for all of you Alice in the Wonderland fans, you will once again get a new character that you can add onto your collection, and this will be the Queen of Hearts. So you get to go on ahead and slowly but surely assemble a pretty impressive roster of characters from Alice in Wonderland if you've been collecting the previous minifigure waves as well. Next up, we have Pocahontas, who will actually come along with a 1x1 round tile that will actually have a compass printed onto it. Then we jump over to 101 Dalmatians with Cruella de Vil getting her own minifigure finally, and she will actually come along with a Dalmatian, so you know that that will probably be a popular minifigure just for the fact that you could go on ahead and possibly try to collect 101 Dalmatians, which would be insane, but I'm sure somebody out there will attempt to do just that. Next up, Snow White fans, you'll be happy to know that the Evil Queen will be getting added into the lineup as well, so you can go on ahead and add that one to your collection. Lilo and Stitch fans will be happy to know that Stitch will be making another appearance in a minifigure wave, this time with the forearm design along with the ray guns equipped. So this could be a very popular minifig as well, just for the fact that it will be very unique. And in addition to that, come along with a ton of accessories. And one of the franchises that I feel like has not been getting almost any attention at all is Big Hero 6. But it is very, very cool to hear that Baymax will actually be included in this particular minifigure wave with a red hoverboard as his accessory. I am so hopeful that this will be the first time that LEGO goes on ahead and releases the Mr. Incredible torso piece that appeared in the video games but never got released in real life, because I think that would be perfect for Baymax as a design. Or obviously, if they could go on ahead and maybe give us a big fig, that would be pretty cool too. Next up, we have Mulan, who will actually come along with Cricky on a printed piece. So interesting choice there as far as characters. I'm sure that there will be some controversy about whether or not this should have been Mushu the dragon versus Cricky, or ideally, obviously, it would have been cool if they just included both. But regardless, at least we're getting one of them. Maybe the other one will be available as part of one of the sets that they'll be releasing later on in the year. So you'll still be able to go on ahead and build up that trio. And finally, I saved possibly the best for last, at least the most iconic when we're talking about celebrating Disney's 100-year anniversary. And that is Magician Mickey from Fantasia. Finally getting an official minifigure wave release, and this is definitely most likely going to be the highest seller from this lineup, because I think that that is such an iconic look for Mickey, and I think it is one of those looks that a lot of Disney fans, a lot of LEGO fans will be more than happy to add to their collection. So there you have it, guys. 18 brand spanking new minifigures to add to your collection, adding to previous releases. Also, obviously, there's a little bit of double dipping here with some characters that we've seen before, but in brand new looks and outfits like Mickey, like Stitch. So I think that this is a pretty strong lineup of characters. Let me know what you think. Let me know which minifigs you'll be grabbing from this wave, if any at all. And are you excited for May to arrive so that you can go on ahead and get your hands onto these ones? Also, keep in mind, this will indeed be the minifigure wave that will be in actual boxes instead of bags. So prepare yourself for that. A lot of people will probably be buying a lot of duplicates by mistake.